What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. And in today's video we're going to be talking about the potential legendary hero skins we could get to see in Season 3. Now, if you didn't know, if you really didn't know, I'd be very surprised because it's kind of everywhere now and it's really exciting news that Season 3, I think, is going to be the Clone Wars or the Geonosis season that has been unveiled at EA Play. Now, this is a 100% confirmed season, however we don't know if it's going to be Season 3 or Season 4, we're just going to have to wait and see which number it actually is. Now, inside of this season we're going to be getting 4 heroes as well as the Geonosis planet, and then a potential game mode which works in a similar way to how Conquest used to in the old games. These heroes, by the way, are Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi, General Grievous, and Count Dooku. Now, those are the heroes that we're going to be focusing on in this video in terms of what skins we could actually see for these guys when they do arrive in the game, and it's confirmed that they will arrive. It's on the official EA Star Wars website, so go ahead and check that out if you really want to. But I'm telling the truth, obviously it's not a lie, it's not clickbait, it's none of that kind of stuff. And these are just speculative skins of what we could see when those guys are in the game. But before we get fully into this video, let me know down in the comments section below what skins and what heroes you would like to see in Battlefront 2 in future seasons. Make sure to smash a like on this video to show support for Battlefront 2 on the channel, and if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to be kept up to date with Battlefront 2 content and see exclusive gameplay videos in the future. But for now, let's get on to talking about these potential hero skins for the characters which are going to be coming in the Geonosis or the Clone Wars season for Battlefront 2 this year. We just don't know whether it's going to be Season 3 or Season 4. I'm just making you aware of that because we could get another season before we see the Clone Wars stuff. We'll just have to wait and see what EA and DICE actually do with that. So I've managed to choose 7 skins which I think could come to the game when the Geonosis or the Clone Wars season does actually arrive. These are for every single one of the heroes. I haven't just focused on one hero. I've taken the skins which I think could come in this season for these specific heroes. Now, the first skin we have in this particular list is a skin for Count Dooku. Now, this skin for Count Dooku does originate from the Clone Wars TV series. I'm not 100% sure if we actually get to see it in the Attack of the Clones or Revenge of the Sith movies. If you guys do know about that, then make sure to let me know down in the comments below about that particular skin. But this skin is the hooded Count Dooku, like I said, that we get to see in the Clone Wars TV series. It's probably not going to be a legendary skin, but I really wouldn't put it past EA and DICE to put it in the game, purely because we do have a hooded Yoda skin at the moment, and that is the only other alternate skin for Yoda in the game. And I think it's really hard to choose skins for Count Dooku when he comes to this game, because all of his outfits are exactly the same really. There's not really much variation in the movies at all. Like I said, the only variations we do get to see is in the Clone Wars TV series, and this is when he has his hood up. Or there is another skin which I'm going to mention later on in this video, but like I said, it's really hard to choose skins for the character because he doesn't really change his outfit at all. We will just have to wait and see what EA and DICE actually do with him though when he comes to the game, but I think this hooded Dooku is a really good shout at a skin for him. The next skin we have on our list is for probably the most requested hero that is going to be in the game, and this is General Grievous. Now, it is a pretty basic outfit again, but it wouldn't surprise me again if EA and DICE do put it in the game, because at the moment we do have a very basic skin in the game for Yoda, and this is the hooded Yoda skin. So I'd really expect to see a caped Grievous in Battlefront 2 when he does arrive. I imagine that when he does come into the game, his standard outfit will just be him without his cape. This is kind of what we get to see in the promo art for the Geonosis season or the Clone Wars season, whatever you're wanting to call it right now. He doesn't actually have his cape on him, and you can tell that because it's not draped over his shoulders. So I'd expect to see a caped Grievous or a cloaked Grievous, whatever you want to call it, in Battlefront 2 at some point, and it's a skin that I would happily buy. I would like to see a lot of skins in the game for every single character. There are some ideas out there, and I really believe a caped Grievous is what fans would like to see in the game. They'd probably go ahead and buy it. I know I would. It's a variation in how he looks, so it's obviously going to be something that fans want to see, because we are going to get bored of just running around as Grievous eventually, whereas if we can stick a cape on him, it's going to make it a little bit more fresh and probably keep us more interested in the long run. The next two skins are in no particular order at all because I couldn't really decide between them. These are the Attack of the Clones Anakin Skywalker, which I would really like to see. I'm going to be guessing that when Anakin does come to the game, he will have his Revenge of the Sith appearance. We haven't really seen anything of him. Well, actually, we haven't seen anything of him at all in game at the moment, so we've no idea how he's going to look when he comes into the game, but I do suspect it will be the Revenge of the Sith look. So to see an Attack of the Clones Anakin Skywalker skin as an option for Anakin as a hero in Battlefront 2 would be really cool. And the second one, or the fourth one on my list, is the Attack of the Clones Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now this one does look really cool. He's obviously got a very different hairstyle. He's wearing pretty much the same robes though, so it won't really change too much. It just will be the hairstyle and that sort of thing. But it would be awesome to see the Attack of the Clones Anakin and the Attack of the Clones Obi-Wan in Battlefront 2 as options for skins for these two specific heroes. There are two I would love to see, and again, we don't really know how Obi-Wan's going to look when he comes into the game. I do suspect it will be his Revenge of the Sith look, but we'll have to wait and see what EA and DICE actually do with the characters when they put them into the game, whenever this Geonosis or Clone Wars season does finally arrive. So now we're on to our second Count Dooku skin in this video, and this particular skin does come from the Clone Wars TV series again. I don't really think it makes an appearance in the movies at all, but again, if I'm wrong, make sure to let me know in the comments about that. But this is Count Dooku unrobed or uncloaked. He's just wearing his sort of normal outfit, which he would wear underneath his cloak. It wouldn't again be too much of a change, I don't think, but I think it would be a very cool variation in how he looks when he's running around the battlefront when he does arrive in the game. Like I keep saying, we've got very basic skins in the game already. We've got bandaged Chewbacca, we've got hooded Yoda, and these really don't change the look of the characters that much. So would it be that much of a crime to put a skin in for Dooku, which again doesn't change him that much, but it gives players a choice in how they want to make him look when he is running around the battlefront. I think it would be awesome. It's one I'd definitely buy, and I really do like this look. Obviously, it's not fantastic. It doesn't really change how he looks that much, but again, like I keep saying throughout this video, it is just there as a choice for players if they do want to use it. You obviously don't have to. You can just use the heroes as standard, but for the players out there who do want to customize how their heroes look, I think this would be a very good shout, and it would be a shame if the EA and DICE do miss out on it by not putting it in the game just because it's from the Clone Wars, but we'll have to wait again to see what they do with that. So now we're on to the final two skins in this particular video, and again I couldn't really choose between second and first spots, so you're just going to have to deal with them in whichever way you want. You can reorder them in the comments. Like I said, I do want your guys' input on what you think is going to be in this Geonosis and Clone Wars season, but the second place will start there. I'm going to put it down as the Star Wars, the Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker. Now this is a skin for Anakin from the very early stages of the Clone Wars. This is his sort of battle armor when he has taken down droids in the Clone Wars TV series, and it's a skin that I do actually really like. Again, I'm not sure if EA and DICE are going to put it into the game because it is an animated or cartoon show skin, so I don't really know where it would fit in. I don't know how they'd make it real, whether they'd change how his hair looks or whether they'd just change the actual clothes on him. We'll have to wait and see if they do bring this type of skin into the game, but it's one I would love to see. I'd love to see as many skins as possible for all of the characters, but this Clone Wars TV series Anakin Skywalker is high on my list because it's just so different, and again, it looks really cool. Whereas in number one spot we have Star Wars, the Clone Wars, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and again this is from the very early stages of that TV series, and it's a skin I would really love to see. It's completely different to all of the others that we could see for Obi-Wan in the game. Obviously they could bring in his old Ben Kenobi skin as an original trilogy type skin or something like that. They could bring in the Phantom Menace one, the Attack of the Clones one, the Revenge of the Sith one, and they are all slightly different. However, I feel like the Star Wars, the Clone Wars TV series Obi-Wan at the very start, where he's wearing this sort of clone or battle armor, I think this is probably the most unique one, and I think this could be the ultimate legendary one in my opinion, because it's just so different. It really doesn't sort of blend in with the rest of his outfits. I'd love to see it. It's one I definitely pay for, and I can't wait to see what EA and DICE actually do with this type of skin if they do choose to put it into the game. or whether or not Disney will allow them, because they might say no. We'll just have to wait and see what's going to happen when the Geonosis or the Clone Wars season does actually arrive in the game later this year. But that is my list of skins which I think will arrive in the Geonosis or the Clone Wars season for Battlefront 2 later on in this year. You might not agree with it, but they are the best skins that I could actually come up with for the heroes which are going to be arriving with this season. Let me know in the comments, by the way, if you do have any other skins which you think would be better suited for the characters than the ones I've actually chosen, because again, I do want your guys' input. I want to see what you guys think and what you guys would like to see from this Geonosis / Clone Wars season, which is the first prequel season really we're going to be getting for Battlefront 2, and I really can't wait to see what's going to be in it and what's going to actually come after it, whether or not they'll bring more prequel content into the game. A lot of you guys are saying you want Padme and Jango Fett. That's understandable because they are really cool characters, but I want you guys to let me know down in the comments, like I said, if there are any other outfits you'd like to see for these particular heroes, or if there are any other heroes you'd like to see in the game which haven't been announced or aren't already in the game. Make sure to smash a like on this video as well to show support for Battlefront 2 on the channel, and if you have enjoyed it. And if you're also new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to be kept up to date with Battlefront 2 content and see exclusive gameplay videos in the future. But other than that, we'll see you in the next video.